Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the privilege of living in this city, in this community. And Lord, we just ask that your hand be upon our city and your blessing. God, I just pray for this meeting tonight. I thank you for those who serve in office and serve our community and are in positions to make decisions. God, I pray that you would give them wisdom and direction. And Lord, we just thank you for what will be accomplished. We pray that there will be unity and cooperation and just a good spirit here tonight. In your name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have roll call.
Vice Mayor French.
Here.
Alderman Swan. Here. Alderman Brown.
Here.
Alderman Kilgore.
Here.
Alderman Sane. Here. Alderman Paul.
Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes for September 15th? Second. Is there any correction? If not, call the roll.
Vice Mayor French.
Aye.
Alderman Swan. Alderman Brown. Alderman Kilgore. Alderman Sane. Alderman Polly.
Do we have any roll call? Okay. The only thing I have is I put a letter in each one of the box. And if you have any questions about it, we'll come and talk to them about it. And I'll pretty much explain the best I can. But right now, it's not something to be talked about. Any comments from citizens? Any comments from citizens?
Good evening. I'm coming before you just to ask you to reconsider or not consider rezoning the property at the corner of Oak Drive and Highway 55 without information made available to us. I'd like to know, I know Speedway plans to put a gas station here, but I'd like to know, and I would hope that y'all know, how many cars they're expecting in that Speedway. I'm sure they've done the research. And how this board, what steps you'll take to protect the safety and welfare of all of those that live along on both sides of Oak Drive. I know it's not probably the heaviest traveled two-lane road in Manchester, but I'm sure it's one of the heaviest. And just have a real concern about that. Many cars coming in and out. Of course, it's going to be across the street from me, but just the traffic flow through there is it's a real concern. There are a lot of folks that walk, and there are a lot of times through the day that I can't get out of my driveway, and that's not during school time. And a lot of times during school, it backs up back past the fireside. So I don't know the order of things, but I just like to ask you to please consider gaining all that information before you move ahead with rezoning a piece of property without those answers.
I just want to say, as a member of the planning commission, it was stated at the last planning commission that there would be an entire traffic study done on the entire area. And that, whatever accommodations need to be made for safety.
Well, I know that there's a traffic study also made when the middle school proposal was there, and that safety plan came back and said it wouldn't have the impact on traffic. And I would assume that we're talking about a lot more cars. But again, my confidence in approving something that they going back and saying we're going to get things covered after you change the zoning is sort of like.
Which one are they talking about, the east or the west side?
It's where Mr. Taylor's house is.
East side, back to
Oklahoma side.
Oklahoma side, west side.
Well, for those people came before the planning commission, the only thing that this board is going to do tonight, I don't know which way to go, because I ain't talked to none of them about it, but it's rezone the property. All that other stuff will come later. It'd have to go before the planning commission, for everything, to study everything.
I understand.
So we don't have that information. Only thing they asked us to do is rezone.
Respectfully, when I have to do planning and looking ahead, that's important information to me as a resident to know how many cars, and I'm sure Speedway knows exactly how many vehicles they plan to put on that 2-lane street. Again, I would ask that information be made public before y'all move ahead rezoning the piece of property with a lot of information, a lot of gaps in information.
You know they got to know those numbers. You know they have to know those numbers. They wouldn't be able to.
That they've researched, and I mean, they're smart folks, and I'm sure they have all that data. I would expect them to.
Agree.
But it would just seem reasonable for y'all to have that information before you move ahead with a major change. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Well, I've got two concerns. Water, traffic. What's the average rainfall in Manchester? 1 year.
50-something inches.
56.32 inches.
But we only get 30.
It'd be great if it just came a little at a time, but unfortunately, sometimes it comes in spurts. 56.32 inches in a year means that you're going to have to do away with 2¼ acres to be rezoned of 1,775,306 gallons of water. Where's that water going?
It's not going to come all at one time.
Well, just let me say this. That land was zoned to build a hospital.
Correct.
And if you build a hospital, it's going to cover a lot of ground. It's going to cover for a parking lot. Now, I don't know whether they got that far or not, but it was zoned for that. And all the water and everything else is going to be taken care of. So they're 2 acres.
So you're going to enlarge the culvert under 55?
I have no idea what they're going to do yet, but they're going to take care of that.
What you're saying, Mr. Mayor, is that if you create a problem, you're going to fix it.
Yeah.
Well,
The engineer, they engineer and I engineer. And if our engineer say it can't be done, it won't be done.
well, I was here at the planning commission meeting, and of course they said the mayor and alderman will make this decision, not us. And that's the reason
We'll make a decision on the zoning, not on the traffic, not on the water. Engineering will do that.
well, you're going to have to do you're going to have to get rid of a lot of water. And what is the plan for the traffic?
It's gonna be the same traffic there now.
You don't think with a filling station up on the corner there'll be more traffic?
I don't know. Why would it be?
I don't know, but whether not be an entrance on Oak Drive,
It will be.
of course. In the morning, if you want to leave where I live, you have to turn right on Oak Drive and go to Hills Chapel or Lowry, because you cannot get out on the Oak Drive in the morning for the school traffic. What I'm saying is, just be aware of the problems, because there's gonna be some. Thank you.
I do respect both of the gentlemen who got up and said something, but I did speak with Paul Guest, our director of the Coast Department prior to the
She
meeting.
told me.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's my understanding that if the traffic study is done and a turning lane is required, it sounds to me like that that's going to help in many different situations. If there's a problem there now with school traffic, then I would think that a turning lane, and that would be added if needed. And then the other thing about the water, I understood too, that a gas station has some different regulations that they have to control their own runoff. So with heavier regulations on a gas station with their water, I feel like that that's also going to be a problem that's going to be resolved.
As residents, we are at the mercy of the folks wanting to build a business there and their promises to do what needs to be done to protect us. And really, that's what we look to y'all to protect us.
And my response to that, Molly, would be that this is just the first step, as Mayor Norman said. All of that is yet to come. And I really can't speak for every member of this board, but I feel like when that does come, that the things that you guys are concerned with is also our concerns. And we would not move forward at that time if we felt like it was going to create more issues or problems for the residents over there.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting committed. Safety committee,
Nothing to report. We have a meeting tomorrow night or tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock.
finance,
Nothing to report in finance. We won't be having a meeting this month. The next one will be the first Wednesday in December.
arts commission,
Nothing to report.
street, water and sewer, recreation,
Our meeting has been moved to the 13th of this month at 5 o'clock.
tourism,
Starting tomorrow, the state tourism convention starts. I'll be commuting to that each night. It starts tomorrow night. It's on the back, on the heels of ECD next week. We did have a resignation in tourism for health reasons. And I'd like to go ahead and get that position filled. We've got the application.
yeah, we had somebody turn in one, and I got the resignation for one of your members resigned out from there. If you want to make a motion, we'll talk about it, then we'll do it.
I'd like to go ahead and make a motion for Taylor Rayfield to be appointed to the Tourism Commission to replace vacant term. I believe it ends next year, so it will just be a one-year term. The term expires.
He'll be taking Josh's place, Josh resigned off from the tree. Do I have a second on that?
I'll second that.
Okay, is there any discussion? Call roll.
Vice Mayor French, Alderman Swan,
No.
Alderman Bryan, Alderman Kilgore, Alderman Sane, Alderman Polly,
Aye.
Okay. Planning commission?
Planning commission will be October 19th at 5:30 here in the morning.
Okay. Historical zoning?
Nothing to report. We had, just nothing to remember from our meeting.
Okay. All right, we'll get into the resolution and ordinance.
First on your agenda is a resolution adopting the land use plan for the city of Manchester. It was a large map created by Engineer St. John. See if somebody's wherever.
Okay, do I hear a motion?
I'll
Second,
I'll second.
is there any discussion on it? Call roll.
Vice Mayor French.
Aye.
Alderman Swan.
Aye.
Alderman Bryant. Alderman Kilgore. Alderman Sane. Alderman Polly.
Second thing is a resolution declaring certain items in possession of the police department surplus and directing disposition by sale. We talked about this the last meeting, about coming up with a list. I don't know if that's been done or not. There is another version of this resolution that makes reference to an Exhibit A rather than this generic one. I don't know if the list has been arrived upon or
There's a letter in front of each.
Yeah, it's been done. I don't know if you got a copy of it.
It's all transferred or.
And I don't. There is another version of the resolution that makes reference to the list as Exhibit A. If we can substitute that out if the list is board's pleasure, or needs to be discussion or whatever.
So this is what's up.
Yeah, some of this is sold, and then some of it was transferred, to other departments.
So does this encompass everything, whether it's been sold or it's still surplus right now?
The resolution as attached in your packet just is kind of non-specific. It just directs disposition of things that the police department does not use, and I think that doesn't really serve anyone's purpose as far as expecting it to be done or expecting it to stay. But this, again, it's the board's pleasure about that. I think for the police department to know what they need to get rid of, and for y'all to know what they're going to get rid of and what they're going to keep. It's probably better to have a list, but certainly don't have to.
Are the cars that are listed on here, they for sale right now? They just-
Which cars?
Some of them.
There's 3 campgrounds.
No, they are not. One of them is parts only car
Okay.
that we're using for cars that are wrecked. And the other 2 are we're planning to decommission those. So, yes.
I think the conversation was based around the LESO equipment more so than general practice, or general purpose police equipment.
I'll tell you what we could do if y'all want to do it. Since we're gonna make tomorrow night, I mean, you can go over this in and say, you made it tomorrow and then do it in 2 weeks. If you want to.
And a lot of these were in possession of the police department and used by other departments.
Yeah, because I'm not, exactly, that's the equipment.
It's not like they got a 50-acre lot of.
You have that inventory with us that
I
you
do.
mentioned?
I do. I can give you a copy tonight.
I hope that wasn't miscommunicated, because that wasn't our intent, was to figure out what you guys needed to sell before that's that LSO equipment we're not using, even if it's for other departments to use that we're just not taking advantage of, and we don't need it. That's more or less what we're talking about, not specifically police equipment. It's being used.
I do appreciate though this list that I have got.
Gentlemen, wait.
Yeah, let's,
I'll make a motion.
I'll make a motion to table it, and
Okay. Have a second? Okay.
Are we
All in
going-
favor say aye. We're just gonna table this instead of voting. All in favor say aye. All right. Okay, we'll table that.
Next thing on the list is first reading of ordinance amending Title 14, Chapter 6, Section 22 of the Manchester Municipal Code, the same being the zoning ordinance of the City of Manchester, Tennessee, to amend that ordinance and zoning to provide that real estate owned by Arthur 23 LLC be rezoned as C3 commercial from C5 commercial.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second,
Second.
discussion. Any discussion? Anyone?
I just want to make the comment that, it's zone C5 right now, and all we're doing is going C3. If there was a hospital being built there or a medical facility, I think we're still looking at the same issues. So, that being the case, I just want to make that clear.
Okay.
I just want to take my time, I'll yield before.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, and board members. My name is Jonathan Wilbur. I'm a planner representing Speedway on this application. I don't have a presentation tonight. I know that you would have received the recommendation of the Planning Commission. It is our intent to develop detailed site plans and address issues such as drainage and traffic at the appropriate time that we come to Planning Commission. We are really here at this point to request a zone change, which would allow us to take the next step, which would be to continue to work with the seller and buy that property. So until the zone change is effective, we really are in holding pattern, and we do intend and understand to come back and submit detailed plans for site plan.
Jim Moore?
I just want to add, I think every comment that's been made tonight makes sense, and they're more or less can be applied to various developments throughout, regardless of what we're developing. So by passing this again, I think we're freeing up the transaction aspect of it more so. We're not approving blindly any kind of building plan. That process will still take place. And the ability to do your due diligence will still be there. We're not at all handcuffed by passing this. I think it's literally just opening up the opportunity for the purchase to be made and transfer the property. It still is going to have to pass a pretty rigorous process through the planning commission before it's approved. And to echo what Alderman Swan said, there are regulations with gas stations and runoff that you guys have, and tanks and things like that that go above and beyond even what local limits and code would require. So this is just a very, very first baby step in this process. And I don't see that we have a precedent to overturn it, to be honest with you. So that's all that.
Okay. Call roll.
Vice Mayor French.
Aye.
Alderman Swan. Alderman Bryant. Alderman Kilgore. Alderman Sane. Alderman Foley.
Have third reading ordinance to approve purchase of 2 police vehicles from Alwat Motors Inc. at a cost of $55,672. Pass first reading August 4th. Pass second reading September 15th. Presented to third.
Make a motion. Second.
Whereas the city of Manchester advertised for 50 police cars specifying several alternates, and whereas 2 bidders submitted bids in response to the advertisement, whereas after consideration of advantages, dispatches of vehicles within the city, the option with the factory quote ready for the road, close quote package is the most advantageous to the city, whereas the city believes the city should purchase 2 marked police cars, whereas the lowest responding bid for 2 marked ready for the road equipped police cars was submitted by Alwat Motors Inc. at a total amount of $55,672, whereas funds sequestered pursuant to TCA 3917-420 drug fines and forfeitures are sufficient to fund this purchase. Now therefore be it ordained that the Board of Mayor Alderman of the City of Manchester intends that the City of Manchester purchase 2 marked police vehicles ready for the road package from Alwat Motors Inc. pursuant to its bid at a total cost of $55,672 for payment to be made from those funds sequestered pursuant to TCA 3917-420. Be further ordained that the Board of Mayor Alderman of the City of Manchester this one shall take effect on after publication and passage of the web for the City of Manchester is requiring it pass first August 4th, pass second September 15th.
Okay, is there discussion?
The only thing I would like to add to this ordinance before we pass this.
We did. I wouldn't speak to that because last meeting you didn't. We did not order. We have not told them to order. Once it passed the first reading, 5-0, they did the vehicles. If we fail it, we have no obligation to it. We didn't request an order.
We did not authorize them to do it. They had a certain time limit that if they were getting on this year, they had to get it in.
And once it passed 5-0, they kind of thought it would go through the process.
And they did that.
I would take.
They did that at their own risk. Well,
I think
you can talk about why he did that on the top.
Well, I'm gonna vote for it, I will tell you that.
Yes. Well, look, we didn't tell him to order. We did not tell him to go ahead and order them. We can't tell him that. He knew if we didn't buy them, he would transfer them to some other dealer. But if he was going to get them by the end of the year, I think, October, November, he had to get them all.
Is there more discussion? Anyone? Call roll.
Vice Mayor French. Alderman Swan. Alderman Bryant. Alderman Kilgore. Alderman Sane. Alderman Foley.
Okay, any old business? New business? That's right.
There's certain amendments to this. This is part of our, it's really part of the self-insurance pool. It's part, I don't know if it's our workers' comp or general liability or both. The code letter said it made technical changes to make the cooperative agreement track their rules and regulations and policy manuals. We've been in it before, and it's kind of like Hotel California, unless you check out 60 days before June the 30th, you can't leave until the next year rolls around because of the actuarial part of it. It's essentially a self-insurance pool where everybody's risk is pooled together. They assess us a premium. If it's short, they can assess us throughout the year to add to it. They can buy reinsurance and excess insurance. Those going belly up, we can be called upon to come up with that. It's either that or buy insurance. If you buy insurance, it can go in receivership too, but if you buy direct insurance, it's covered by the Insurance Guarantee Trust. If we're a direct policy holder, this is cheaper than buying insurance, so that was why it was done to start with, was to save money. Whether it turns out that way, as any of us can predict the future, we wouldn't be sitting here right now.
And they just wanted on record that we approved it.
Right. There's certain amendments to it that are really just technical housekeeping. And we're already in this, just so y'all knew kind of what we were into and whether we want to get out. It's essentially a lesser of two evils. That or it's subject to buying more expensive insurance.
Do I hear a motion to approve?
Make a motion.
Second? Second. All right, call roll.
Vice Mayor French.
Aye.
Alderman Swan. Aye. Alderman Bryan. Alderman Kilgore. Alderman Sane. Alderman Quality.
I just, on police cars, since it passed, a final vote tonight, wanted to make mention again, with a little bit larger audience, that possible police cars changed in 2012. We were buying those from the drug fund, so there's no taxpayer dollars used for that. So it's a huge savings compared to how they've been purchased in the past. At one point, the city bought a vehicle on a 30-year note on the bond. So I think that's a pretty progressive movement in the right direction, and that way it didn't necessarily hurt the money. I hate that we have enough money to go through all the time by car, but so at least we're at least one.
Yeah, Paul, do we need to address the COA? That was a conference.
No, I just issued a letter, you know,
So that we know.
I gave each historical, I put enough copies in for them, and then I put one in mayor's and alderman's box to just let y'all know that I did address a little matter that came up that I wasn't aware of, and, you know, they got followed, they need to follow, and they're not following.
Okay, no, I don't have.
And to Gerald,
Yes, sir.
am I to understand that all the school board lawsuits were done with that as far as?
I sent the paperwork in and delivered the money last Wednesday. I don't know that the order's been signed or not, but I know that the person to whom I delivered the money was very anxious to get it, so I assume it has been. I delivered a mail order to the clerk, I guess last Friday, so maybe it's been signed, maybe it's not. I'll get a copy and put it in all your boxes.
Okay. All of a sudden, happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, we'll adjourn. We got it.
We might should recognize Paul right quick. I think it's his last board meeting.
All right, fine, it is.
Yeah, I need a box of handkerchiefs.
Hey, this one's ended better than your last one.
Ain't that the truth? But I've enjoyed working with all y'all. It's, been a battle as usual, but that's just part of the job. But this will be my last meeting. I'm officially retired.
No, you're not yet, though.
I bet you get a job in this love lady.
I was on community job.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for all you done, Tom. Okay, we'll adjourn. We got a beer. We got a beer.
Well, you signed, but you got to prove it first.
This is for the location. I'm not even on that county. The location, having else, 2225 Hillsborough Boulevard. This, met all requirements for their
Make a motion.
Have a second? Is there any discussion? Call roll.
Vice Mayor French.
Aye.
Alderman Swan. Alderman Ryan. Alderman Kilgore. Alderman Zane. Alderman Pauley. Mayor Norman.
Hey, Paul.
You guys have a sign.
You.